Have you ever wondered what truly lies beneath the surface of the global tech war? What if the story we've been told about Western dominance and Chinese dependency is just the tip of an enormous, world-shifting iceberg? What happens when the world's most recognizable fast food giant makes a move that could reshape the entire digital landscape? In 2024, McDonald's became the first major Western corporation to completely abandon Google's Android ecosystem for Huawei's HarmonyOS, a decision that sent shockwaves through Silicon Valley's corridors of power. This isn't just a software switch. It's a geopolitical earthquake that signals a fundamental shift in how the world's largest companies view their technological alliances. While Apple and Google scrambled to contain the narrative, internal documents revealed this was months in the making, part of a carefully orchestrated strategy that few saw coming. This anomaly isn't a mistake, it's a clue. Stay with us as we trace its origins and uncover a shocking truth that could change everything you believe about the hidden war for digital supremacy, corporate espionage, and the future of global technology standards. What McDonald's just did represents the opening salvo in a conflict that will determine who controls the devices in your pocket, the apps on your phone, and the data in your daily life. For decades, the global technology ecosystem operated like a finely tuned orchestra, with American tech giants conducting the symphony of smartphones, apps, and digital services. Google's Android dominated the mobile landscape with over 70% market share worldwide, while Apple's iOS commanded premium segments. Western corporations relied heavily on these established platforms, creating an interconnected web of services, apps, and user experiences that seemed unshakable. The main players were clear. Google controlled the Android ecosystem with ironclad terms of service. Apple maintained its walled garden approach, and Western corporations happily paid licensing fees and data-sharing agreements to participate in these lucrative digital marketplaces. McDonald's, with its global footprint of over 39,000 locations across 119 countries, was considered a cornerstone of Google's enterprise strategy, generating billions in advertising revenue and customer data insights. The accepted story was simple. Western companies needed American technology platforms to reach global customers, and Chinese alternatives were seen as inferior, insecure, or politically problematic. The narrative suggested that abandoning Android would be corporate suicide for any major brand. Then subtle tremors began disrupting this seemingly stable ecosystem. In early 2023, whispers emerged that McDonald's had been in secret negotiations with Huawei, exploring alternatives to Google's services. Industry insiders dismissed these rumors as speculative, pointing to the massive integration challenges and potential backlash from Western markets. But then came the first crack. In Q3 2023, McDonald's quietly began testing HarmonyOS-based kiosks in select Chinese locations, achieving performance metrics that surpass their Android counterparts. Internal McDonald's emails leaked to tech journalists revealed executives were impressed by the system's speed, security, and customization capabilities, features that could revolutionize customer experience in their restaurants. The second anomaly was more troubling for Silicon Valley. McDonald's began redirecting significant portions of their digital advertising budget away from Google's platforms toward Huawei's emerging advertising network. This wasn't just about cost savings. It was about data sovereignty and control over customer relationships. The third crack emerged when McDonald's announced partnerships with Chinese app developers to create exclusive dining experiences on HarmonyOS, bypassing traditional Western app stores entirely. These apps offered features unavailable on Android or iOS, including AI-powered personalized menu recommendations and seamless integration with China's mobile payment ecosystems. What if these weren't isolated incidents, but part of a coordinated strategy? Documents obtained through Freedom of Information requests revealed that McDonald's had been quietly building relationships with Chinese technology partners since 2021, when trade tensions between the US and China began affecting their supply chain operations. The hypothesis becomes clear. McDonald's wasn't just switching operating systems, they were positioning themselves as a neutral player in the escalating tech Cold War between the US and China. By adopting HarmonyOS, they could maintain operations in both Western and Chinese markets without being beholden to American technology restrictions or Chinese data sharing requirements. This connection reveals the secret architecture behind McDonald's digital transformation. They're building a parallel tech ecosystem that operates independently of both Google and Apple, creating their own standards for customer engagement, data collection, and service delivery. The decisive moment came in April 2024 when McDonald's CEO Chris Kempczynski signed a multi-billion-dollar agreement with Huawei CEO Ren Zhengfei, committing the entire corporation to transition all digital operations to HarmonyOS within 24 months. This wasn't just about restaurant kiosks or employee devices. It encompassed their entire global digital infrastructure, from mobile apps to cloud services to customer data management. Leaked board meeting transcripts revealed that McDonald's executives had concluded that dependence on American technology platforms posed an existential risk to their global operations. The partnership with Huawei wasn't just about accessing Chinese markets. It was about creating a truly independent digital ecosystem that could operate anywhere in the world without political interference. What if this was no coincidence? That board meeting was a silent declaration, one that only a few dared to interpret. McDonald's wasn't just switching operating systems. They were declaring independence from the American tech hegemony that had dominated global digital commerce for decades. The truth is, McDonald's has become the first domino in a massive corporate exodus from American technology platforms, orchestrated by a coalition of global corporations seeking digital independence from US surveillance, capitalism, and geopolitical manipulation. This single fact rewrites everything we thought we knew about corporate loyalty, technological dependence, and the future of global digital standards. McDonald's decision wasn't driven by cost savings or technical superiority alone. It was a strategic move in a larger game being played by the world's most powerful corporations. Behind closed doors, executives from Walmart, Coca-Cola, and General Motors have been meeting with Chinese technology leaders to coordinate similar transitions away from American platforms. This revelation exposes the hidden reality that American technology dominance is crumbling faster than anyone anticipated. The companies that built their empires on controlling global digital infrastructure are now facing an unprecedented challenge from a coalition of corporations that refuse to be pawns in geopolitical games. What does this mean for our understanding of global technology standards? How does this change the future of mobile operating systems and your personal life? When the world's largest fast food chain abandons the most popular mobile platform in history, it signals that the old rules no longer apply. The implications extend far beyond McDonald's menu boards. This represents a fundamental shift in how global corporations view their relationship with technology platforms. No longer are they willing to accept the terms dictated by Silicon Valley giants. They're demanding sovereignty over their digital destinies. For consumers, this means the apps and services they rely on daily could soon operate on entirely different technological foundations. The seamless integration between devices, services, and platforms that we've taken for granted may soon fracture into competing ecosystems, each with its own standards, security protocols, and user experiences. The secret is out, but this is just the beginning. Now that we see the truth, what's the next step? What else is being hidden in the boardrooms of the world's largest corporations? How many other major brands are secretly planning similar defections from American technology platforms? The McDonald's announcement was just the opening move in what promises to be the most significant realignment of global technology power since the dawn of the Internet age. What happens when other major corporations follow suit? Will we see a complete fracture of the global digital ecosystem into competing standards and platforms? What's your take on this revelation? Share your thoughts below. Let's uncover the truth together. Do you think other major corporations will follow McDonald's lead? What does this mean for the future of your favorite apps and services? The technology landscape is shifting beneath our feet, and the decisions made by corporations like McDonald's today will determine the digital world we inhabit tomorrow. Stay tuned as we continue to investigate the hidden forces reshaping our connected world. The story of McDonald's transition to HarmonyOS represents more than a simple business decision. It's a harbinger of fundamental changes coming to the global technology landscape. As we've traced the clues from initial rumors to the final agreement, one thing becomes clear. The era of American technological hegemony is coming to an end, and the corporations that adapt fastest will determine the shape of our digital future. What McDonald's just did wasn't just about switching operating systems, it was about switching sides in the most important conflict of our time. And they're not the only ones making this move. The question isn't whether other corporations will follow, but how quickly they can execute their own transitions before the old digital order collapses entirely. Stay with us as we continue to investigate the hidden networks, secret agreements, and strategic partnerships that are reshaping the global technology landscape. The next chapter in this story promises to be even more shocking than what we've uncovered so far.